Herbert surname. Herbert is a surname derived from the given name Herbert and may refer to A.P. Herbert 1890–1971, English humorist, novelist, playwright, and law reform activist. Adam Herbert, former president of Indiana University and of the University of North Florida. Alfred Herbert 1866–1957, former manufacturer of machine tools. Amanda Herbert, born 1943, British cytopathologist and histopathologist. Andrew Herbert, born 1954, British computer scientists, 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 or scientists, 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 or scientists, scientists, or scientists. Anne Herbert, disambiguation, multiple people. Anthony Reed Herbert, member of the British National Front. Arthur Herbert, disambiguation, multiple people. Auberon Herbert, disambiguation, multiple people. Aubrey Herbert, 1880–1923, British diplomat, traveller, and intelligence officers. Bob Herbert, born 1945, American journalist, lists. Ryan Herbert, born 1947, Frank Herbert's son, author of the Dune prequels. Caleb Claiborne Herbert, 1814–1867, Confederate congressman during the American Civil War. Charles Herbert, 1948–2015, American actor. Charles Herbert, Royal Navy officer, 1774–1808, captain in the Royal Navy and MP for Wilton. Christopher Herbert, born 1944, Anglican bishop. Claude Jack Herbert, 1700–1758, French economists. Daniel Herbert, born 1974, Australian rugby union player, Don Herbert, 1917–2007, television's Mr. Wizard. Edward Herbert, disambiguation, multiple people. Elizabeth Herbert, 3rd Baroness Herbert c. 1476–1507, 07, 07, 07, 07, 07. Lady Evelyn Herbert, one of the first people, in modern times, to enter the tomb of Tutankhamun. Frank Herbert, 1920–1986, American science fiction novelist, author of Dune. Frank Herbert, politician, 1931–2018, American politician and educator, politician and educator. Gabor Herbert, born 1979, Hungarian handball player, ball player. Gary Herbert, 17th governor of Utah. George Herbert, disambiguation, multiple people. Gwyneth Herbert, British singer-songwriter. Hal Herbert, 1922–2003, Canadian politician. Henry Herbert, disambiguation, multiple people. Hilary A. Herbert, 1834–1919, Secretary of the Navy under U.S. President Grover Cleveland. Jacob V. W. Herbert, 1812–1899, American politician. James Herbert, 1943–2013, British writer of horror fiction. James Herbert, director, born 1938, American music video and short film director. Jason Herbert, born 1967, British pop star turned manager. Jean Herbert, 1897–1980, French interpreter and Orientalist. John Herbert, disambiguation, multiple people. John Herbert, character from the television series Family Guy, also called Mr. Herbert or Herbert the Pervert. Johnny Herbert, British racing driver. Joseph W. Herbert, 1863–1923, British-born American actor, singer, and dramatist. Justin Herbert, born 1998, American football player, all 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 player, can football player, all player, all player, all player, all player, all player, all player, all. Carl Herbert, born 1998, American football player, all player, all player, and football player, all player, can football player, all player, can football player, all player, all player, all player, all player, all player, can football player, all player, all player, all player. Leon Herbert, British actor, 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 British. Llewellyn Herbert, South African athlete. Bear Herbert, Irish historian. Mary Herbert, disambiguation. Multiple people. Matthew Herbert, musician and music producer, 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 producer. Mervyn Herbert, British diplomat and cricketer. Cricketer, diplomat and cricketer, 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 diplomat and cricketer, 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 and 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 cricketer, cricketer. Nick Herbert, British politician. Nick Herbert, physicist, Californian physicist, author of Elemental Mind. Paul M. Herbert, American politician. Percy Herbert, disambiguation. Multiple people. Simon T. Herbert, American politician and Confederate Army officer during American Civil War. Philip Herbert, 4th Earl of Pembroke. Philip Herbert, 5th Earl of Pembroke. Pierre Hugues Herbert, French tennis player, 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 tennis player. Ricky Herbert, New Zealand football soccer player, 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 player. Robert Herbert, 1831–1905, first Premier of Queensland. Ron Herbert, rugby league player for Warrington. Sidney Herbert, 14th Earl of Pembroke. Sidney Herbert, 1st Baron Herbert of Lee. Thomas Herbert, disambiguation. Multiple people. Timothy Herbert, British orthopedic surgeon. Tom Herbert, 1888–1946, American character actor. Ulrich Herbert, German historian. Victor Herbert, 1859–1924, Irish-American composer and cellist. Victor Herbert, hematologist. Xavier Herbert, Australian author. Wally Herbert, 1934–2007, British polar explorer, writer, and artist. Walter Herbert, music manager and promoter and singer-songwriter. Walter Herbert, conductor, American conductor. William Herbert, disambiguation. Multiple people. Winifred Herbert c. 1680–1749, Countess of Nithsdale. Zbigniew Herbert, Polish poet, essayist and moralist.